I just wanted to make a quick video um, because I've got so many people to thank for this education that I feel I've been able to receive. I don't even know how to make this video quick because there's a couple hundred names and sources on this little document here. But I'm going to just roll through it and just try to express gratitude to my teachers. I'm not sure that I haven't synthesized the information perfectly by any means, of course, but I've done my best, and I just wanted to thank my teachers. So here goes. Obviously, you got wonderful tools with computers and internet and search engines. I love the application Pocket on my phone, which just allows me to save all my reading. I could really go on and on about those things, but I'm going to get more specific. The BBC, not just hard talk and documentaries and world service, fantastic NPR, Wikipedia. I really find it to be it's just so reliable and wonderful to be able to search and flow through. And I got to go faster if I ever want to make this video finished. The Economist magazine, National Geographic, TED Lectures, Twitter, YouTube, giving me things like Harry Chrysler's Conversations with History, on and on. History Channel documentaries, Scientific American, Nova, Science Friday, podcasts of all types. I love the Brain Science podcast. Thank you, Ginger. Living on Earth. Another general source is Dan Carlin's Hardcore History and Common Sense. With all these sources, there's things that I disagree with, but I'm just grateful to my mind being open to different perspectives. I could say 100 things that Dan Carlin has opened my mind to, and I really appreciate that. Michael Hart's book, The 100, early on. Time Magazine's 100 Ideas That Changed the World. Niall Ferguson, of course. The Ascent of Money. I love, just having these brains to pay attention to. Everybody on my Twitter feed, really. Bill Bryson's Short History of Everything. I'm going to just jump into some names and people that have taught me a lot about global security. Max Boot, Michael Scheuer, James Wosley, Graham Allison, Sam Nunn, Lieutenant Colonel Dave Grossman, E.O. Wilson, Steven Pinker, Jonathan Gottschall, James Derderian, Christian Amanpour, Peter Bergen, Andrew Basevich, Martin Van Creveld, Lara Logan, Richard Clark, Buddha Freevert, Richard Wrangham, Sebastian Junger, Banksy, P.W. Singer, Matthew Bunn, Nassim Taleb, Nick Bostrom, Philip Zimbardo, Ralph McGee, and the people who were able to get the Pike Committee out, and Church Committee, and Regal Report, all the investigations to get information out into the light. Filmmakers, Lucy Walker on Countdown to Zero, Errol Morris, Fog of War, Joshua Oppenheimer's Act of Killing, Eugene Jarecki, Why We Fight, 12 Years a Slave, Amistad, Schindler's List, just things that really have been eye-opening at different periods in time. Born on the 4th of July, even some science fiction, which is, got human elements to it. TV show MASH even, it's off topic, it's sad, but musicians, Tom York's Hail to the Thief, Atoms for Peace. If it wasn't for Tom York at times, I think I was completely off base. Michael Franti in so many ways, Isaac Brock, Public Enemy, Bob Dylan, John Beecher, Jay-Z, just 50 Cent, Dead Prez, Balkan Beatbox, Grouch and Eli, MIA, Zach De La Rocha, Gangstar, Billy Joel, Eddie Vedder, Atmosphere, just all commentaries that have led to truth in one way or another for me. Another topic category is rebels who are speaking and fighting and risking for the truth, or what they perceive to be the truth. I don't agree with all these people entirely or their tactics, but Geert Wilders, Sam Harris, Pat Condell, Hans Tewin, Ayaan Hirsi Ali, Bridget Gabriel, Bill Maher, Tom Holland, Julia Butterfly Hill, the people that glued their hands together, 8 of them, about the Keystone Pipeline, Jon Stewart, Stephen Colbert, Chris Hedges, my goodness. Why risk everything? Jody Williams on landmines, George Clooney with satellites and accountability, Ronnie Edry with his love campaign, Asif Mandvi on asbestos, Adrian Schoolcraft, Lawrence Lessig and Granny D, Ralph Nader, Clarissa Ward, Rabbi Nuchem Rosenberg. Just want to throw out a few names in a different category under straight goodness. Scott Harrison, Bono, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and Tony Robbins, people who are fighting a good fight. And another category would be people that have tried to free the information and risked everything to do it. Glenn Greenwald, Edward Snowden, Chelsea Manning, Julian Assange, Daniel Ellsberg, William Calley. It's amazing that Robert Fisk is still alive. It's amazing that Chris Hedges is still alive. Clarissa Ward. So many journalists that have died in the process of trying to uncover what the truth might be. I'd like to thank the people who are stepping up to try to protect the environment. Michael Palin, Kirk Sorensen, Donald Sadoway, Les Johnson, Diana Beresford Kroger, T. Boone Pickens, Vinod Khosla, Jack Chow trying to fight for not environmental, but to have some kind of Ebola common sense. Another topic I'm going to just roll under here is major introductions that I've gotten, major informational introductions, things that have changed my perspective. Daniel Lord Smale on chemicals and evolution. David Myers on humility. The people who shot the bioscapes and Hubble images. CERN. The people on genetic switches with rats in the University of Utah. Helen Fisher, Amy Cuddy, Kelly McGonigal, Thomas Metzinger, David Eagleman, Richard Brody on default memetics. Richard Sherman, Michael Shermer, Patternicity, Alpinism of Evil, Robert Wright on the Evolution of God, the Wisdom of the Native Americans, Eckhart Tolle on the Ego, Dan Gilbert on Proving Happiness, Carol Tavares on Cognitive Dissonance, Janet Alexander Pell's conglomeration of quotes, Louis Theroux's documentaries, Dan Ariely on lying, and a whole bunch of other things. Anne Druyan, Bart Wegens on Amazing Rats, the book Sway, The Wisdom of Insecurity by Alan Watts, Simon's blog speaking about fear, Jeremy Rifkin on global empathy and other potential progressive movements, Sam Richards on radical empathy, Rush Limbaugh, who really taught me quite a bit on how to spin topics and had me going for a long time. I'm just going to speak on another topic, just people who are dead, a posthumous list of people I would have to thank. Christopher Hitchens, Carl Sagan, Fela Kuti, Howard Zinn, MLK, Mandela, Aaron Schwartz, Nita's death, Oswaldo Wayasamine, the meeting at the Pentagon, Picasso with the massacre in Korea and Guernica, Orwell, Rachel Carson, Stephen Pinko, Malcolm X, George Carlin, Guru, Biggie. This is like the most random list ever as I go from Guru and Biggie to Charles Darwin, Claire Patterson, Rosalind Franklin, Eleanor Roosevelt, Nicola Machiavelli, Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Never Speak the Truth, Richard Feynman, Belief in the Ignorance of Experts, and on with that character. Bob Marley, Galileo, Thomas Jefferson, the folks of the Enlightenment. In the last category I have, I guess, are things that have just kind of kept my head straight as I've looked into all the deepest and darkest nooks and crannies of humanity. Vishnu Ghosh and his Bikram Choudhury, meditation, the whole movement of positive psychology, females and how wonderful they are, how much fun it is to be on a bicycle or being out in the nature, sun, children, comedy, and all the intellectual, wonderful, just such incredible thinkers in the world of comedy and social commentary and sports in general. I love American football. I found how wonderful British football is. I love hoops. Just these things have been wonderful, fun things to occupy my mind when I can't really deal with the whole world thing. So thank you. I hope this video isn't too annoying. I know I've forgotten a whole bunch of people, but it is the way it is.